Right, so welcome back folks. Today you join me in our Ford Mondeo. This is the Mark III 2-litre Duratec. So what we'll actually be doing out here today is we're going to be doing an oil change and an oil filter change. But we've got a slight problem. The car doesn't get used very much and it suffers from flat batteries, obviously, because if we do use it, it's only used for a couple of miles around the village and then it can be parked up for a few days. So it does need the battery taken off, maybe replacing, but I've got the topped on battery charger at home with a repair feature, so I'm going to give it a go on that first. But just to get us going today, Topped On have actually sent me the JS 2000 Jump Surge jump pack, and I've seen a lot of good reviews about these. Some of you may know that my dad's actually got one, so I've had experience with them, but I've never actually owned one for myself, so this is going to come in really handy. We're going to put this one to the test today. I've not took it out of the box, so hopefully there's a bit of charge in the battery to get this going. You maybe should take them out of the box and put them on charge, but I'm just going to take it out of the box and give it a go straight away, so if there's any power in the pack, that is. So we'll just quickly take it out of the box now and have a look at it and see what this is all about. So we'll just open this box up. And the thing I do like about the Topped On products is they do give you them in these good heavy duty solid cases, like flight cases. These are really heavy duty. So as you can see, it is a solid case, and this will fit anywhere in your glove box, just in the cooler in your boot. It'll go anywhere, even under your seat. So as you can see, I've undone the packet, and I say it's all still brand new. I've not used it or took it out of the packet yet. So you do get your instruction booklet. It's pretty straightforward, this, self-explanatory, but you do get that there. You've got your heavy duty crocodile clips, and I say these are really good heavy duty clips. They've got a good spring load on them, and they're just really good quality, this Topped On stuff is. They say Topped On imprinted on them, and again, they're fantastic quality. So this is your actual main pack that goes into your booster pack, and as you can see on this side here, so you've got a couple of warning lights there, reverse and correct. So reverse is if you've got your battery leads around the wrong way. Yeah, these have like a protector in it, so you're not going to do any damage if you do accidentally put them on back to front. So as you can see, there is a boost button there, so if you do plug this in and you put this onto your vehicle battery and you do try and start it, and it just still won't start because your battery is that flat, you can come along and push this boost button, and that just gives it that extra bit of power to get your vehicle going again. So really good little feature, this. And just coming in the box here, you can just see another good thing about these Topped Ons, they're really well built, really solid packs. So you can see you've got a little bit of spec on there about it. You can just freeze frame that if you want to just read all that. And just on the end here, you can see you've got your section there where your jump leads connect to, and you've also got your two USB slots there, so you can charge your phones, your tablets, or any other device that's USB. So it does double up as a power pack as well, this, which is really handy. It does have its own torch on the top there, LED, and it does do a solid light, or it does the SOS call, I believe. So let's just turn this power pack on and see if there's any life in it. Right, so we're at 75% straight out the box, so that is enough to get you going. You don't really want to run these things down when they're on 25% because it's no good on the battery. And to operate the torch function, so you just hold your power button down. So I'll just hold that down, you can see the torch at the bottom there, look. So you hold the button down and that's solid torch now. And if you push it again, you get your strobe light. If you push it again, it does your SOS flashlight signal, and just push it again and it will turn the torch off. So hold it down to get your torch on, and then just push the button once just to flick through your settings. So let's go ahead and try and start this car up with this Topped On. So I'll just show you now that we are actually with a flat battery on here. So as you can hear, it's just clicking and we're getting a flashing off of the dashboard there. So I'm going to go outside now. Right, so we've come out to the vehicle now, and we've got the bonnet up, and we've got our Topped On here. Again, just pull your end off there. This can only go in one way, this battery pack. So as you can see, we're all there ready to go. So we'll stick our positive lead on first, and make sure you do get a good connection on these terminals, and then we'll just stick the negative one on. We'll leave that on there just like that, and hopefully, all being well, you see this start now. And there we go, that's as simple as that. And that was without even using the boost button as well. So it just shows you can start these without using that boost button. And as you can see, we've got the green light on the top on there, just indicating everything was correct as well. So you can take this off now. And that's job done. We're still on 75%. It hasn't used nothing out of that battery. So I'm just going to turn this off now because I want to be doing an oil change on it. So that was the Topdon JS2000 jump pack. Topdon have kindly sent me a link for all you subscribers out there. If you are in the market for one of these, check the link out down below because there's actually a good offer on at the minute. They've sent me the link for the eBay and I've checked the link out. If you actually click on the link down below, there's actually a £10 voucher they've put on for eBay, and they've given me another code for the checkout, which will be warehouse 15. Really appreciate that, Topdon. Thank you very much. So I'm going to put this away now and get on with this oil change. I'll probably need it again at the end of the video just to get it started again, and then once it is started, I'll take it for a nice long run, and then I'll probably stick it on the Topdon battery charger tonight just to put it on the repair function, just to see if there is anything wrong with it. And I've also got the Topdon battery tester as well, so I can stick it on the tester, see what that's coming up and tell me what state the battery's in, if it's worth repairing or charging, and then we'll go from there. But let's crack on and get this oil changed. Right guys, so we've come under the car now, and I don't know if you can just see there, I've just noticed we've got a slight little oil leak, which must have occurred within the last year because I did do a service on this car a year ago, so, and it wasn't there then, so something's not right there. We won't be addressing that in today's video, that'll have to be another video. What we're here for today is doing the oil filter and the oil change. And the reason I do like working on these Mark III Mondeos for an oil change, because if you look there, the filter's just at the front of the engine there. So you come literally under the car, under your bumper here, and your filter's just there, and it's nice that it sits up that way. So when you do come to unscrew it, your oil filter actually comes down, and all your oil that's sitting in that filter, it doesn't spill across, where some engines, they're tilted to the side. So when you unscrew them, all the oil pours out. So it's a really, I really do like this design and working on these Mark III Mondeos. And the drain plug is just here. I'm not sure what size that is. It might be about 13 by the feel of it. It's not a very big bolt. And really, you should change your drain plug when you do an oil change. If you don't change the plug, at least you want to change your crush washer in there. Again, I haven't got a plug or a washer, so I am going to have to be using the original one that's on here. I think I did change it last year, that one, but I will keep an eye on once I've nipped it up to make sure we don't get any leaks over the next couple of weeks. I will be checking that as well, but we need to address this as well. So while I'm under, I might give it a bit of a clean up under here, and then I can observe, keep an eye on it and see where we're getting a leak from as well, because obviously it's running down from somewhere because it's oil at the back here. So we need to keep an eye on that. And also, when you are working under a vehicle, don't forget to put your stand under there, and just leave your jack as a support as well. I've not jacked the vehicle up too high, it's just enough off the floor so I can slide under, and a little bit so the oil, all that runs back to the engine, will all come out of the drain plug as well. So I'm just going to get me socket now, we'll uncrack that, and then we'll head over and try and undo this. I've got myself a chain to undo this, so let's get started. Right folks, so we're just coming under here now with our 13mm, This shouldn't be too tight, this. Oh, there we go. So, just take that off there. We'll get ready for this to drop through. Try not to drop your bolt in the oil. Got a long thread on these if I remember rightly. Keep your hand out the way. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. And she's out. Lovely jubbly. Let's get a cloth. And that was quite a clean drop actually. And again, don't know if you can see, that plug is lovely and clean, no filings on it. Really good clean oil this. Doesn't perfectly look it on camera, but the oil's really clean on this. I say it doesn't do very many miles, this car. Probably about 5,000–6,000 a year at the most, and this oil's still really good in this. Could have got away with leaving it, but I like to do it on a yearly basis. Can still see the nice colour brown as it's leaking out there. So I'm just going to leave that to drain for a minute. Once that's nearly finished, we'll bring this bowl just over the front under the filter, and then we'll go from there. Alright folks, so I've put the drain plug back in now. That's all done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just put this chain around this filter. And I find it's easier if you do it by the bottoms. There's little grooves in the filters, and then your chain can lock into them grooves just to grip them. There we go. So that's turning now. There we go. So just give that another spin. Alright, that should be hand tight now. So I'm going to pull the bucket back, and hopefully whatever's in this drops straight in this bucket. Hopefully there shouldn't be too much. And it hasn't damaged that filter at all as well, so which is all good and well. So I'm just going to let that run out for the minute, so we're not getting oil everywhere. As I say, it's really clean, this oil. Could really do with a set of gloves on really, but we're in no rush. We'll just let that drain down. Well, that seems to be the majority of it. Now, so I'll just get me a rag, and then I can carry on undoing that then. Just try not to get too messy. Right, that's all out. Ready, go. And it's dropped. Not what I wanted, but anyway, there you go. Right, so that's all in the bucket. We're going to let that finish off, and then we'll get the new filter. All being well, it's the right one. It has come from a well-known car part suppliers that do like to get things wrong, so hopefully they've got it right this time. Right, so I've got my new filter here. It's marked up as Volvo, which a lot of these filters are universal, and this one here, it all looks good, looks the right size. So just pull your packaging off the top there. They do normally come self-greased nowadays, but this one's not. So what I like to do is I just get a bit of oil on my finger, just take it off of there, and I just like to run around the bead there of that rubber seal, just to help us when we tighten it up, that we get a good tighten on that, so it's not dry rubber. So again, make sure your face is all clean, your mating face, get everything clean up there. And what I like to do, folks, as well, is I just like to fill the oil filter up with fresh oil, and that just gives it a bit of a, just helps it, so we know once we come to fill the car up that the oil filter is full with oil. So we'll just push that out of the way a minute. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tighten this up by hand. You don't need to use no tools or nothing to tighten these up. Just do it by hand. That's it. And that's all you need to do. Just tighten them by hand. Just give it a clean down. So I've pre-filled that oil filter. So we can go ahead now, drop the car back on its wheels and then go ahead and fill this engine up with oil. There's me old oil. I say it is not very bad at all, this, but just also remember to dispose of your oil in the correct way. We take it down our local recycling site where they have a big drum that we can tip this into. So I'm going to get the car on its wheels now and we'll get the oil back in it. Right folks, so I've just got my funnel in there now. I can only find the small one, I can't find the bigger one, so we're going to go with that. And we're sticking some 5W30 in here. So let's just put that around there in case we do get any spillages, but hoping not to. So I might just speed this up on a bit of time lapse, this piece, and then I'll come back to you once we're fully topped up. Right folks, so we're up to mark now. You probably won't see it on the camera because it's that clear, but we're on the top mark where we want to be. So I'm just going to fire the engine up now. Probably might need the top on again, let's just see. Make sure the oil light goes out on the dashboard. Yeah, we're going to need the top on. So let me just quickly plug that in again. I do need to sort this battery out on it because this is no good doing this all the time. So we're just checking for that oil light to go out, which it has done. I'm just going to have a quick look underneath the car, make sure nothing's leaking. Which it all looks good under here folks. No issues there at all. So I'm just going to switch that off quickly. And we'll check that oil again now. And that hasn't moved at all. Let's just double check it. We'll give that a quick wipe. And then we'll go again. Because normally it drops when you don't fill the filter up. So it has just dropped a tiny bit. I might be inclined just to stick another little bit in there. So let me just do that. I won't drop that right down yet. Now we're quite low in the bottle, I can go without the filter because we ain't got that much. And that'll probably be, you don't want to go too mad because you don't want to overfill it, because otherwise you'll be taking oil out again, and that's the last thing you want to be doing. So I'm probably going to leave it at that for now. Where it's on point on there, so I'm going to leave it there and I'll check it again after we've been out for a little run in it, because I'm going to go and take it for a run now and get this battery charged up. So I'm going to just start it now, leave it running for a bit while I have a clear up. So that's how we do an oil and filter change on a Mark III Mondeo. This is the 2 litre Z-Tech. It's only done 54,000 miles, this car. It's on a 2006, so it's really low mileage for the age. And again, check out the link down below for the topped on JS2000 Jump Starter Pack. Get them while you can. And I'm going to leave it here. We'll have another video on this Ford Mondeo soon. I've got some uprated headlight bulbs for it as well. So that'll probably be the next video on the channel. So we'll leave that here for now. And until next time, we'll see you about.